Hi everyone! Today, on World Egg Day, we celebrate the egg. Simple, nourishing, and loved across the globe. From breakfast to dinner, in every culture, eggs give us strength, health, and flavor in so many different ways. At Highline International, we are dedicated to raising the best hens so families everywhere can enjoy safe, high-quality eggs, white, brown, or tinted, every day. To make this celebration even tastier, I'm excited to welcome Clara, who will share a delicious recipe that shows just how special eggs truly are. And while cooking is not my strongest talent, I will be joining her today to prove that if I can help make it, anyone can help. So let's crack on with it.
So to celebrate World Egg Day, we're going to be making one of Portugal's dreamiest desserts called Natas do Céu, which translates to heavenly cream. Portugal is famous for using lots of yolks on their desserts and pastries, and this is going to be very special because we're using Highline genetic eggs. So step one is we're going to start with the custard. And for that we're going to need to make a syrup with water, sugar, a lemon peel, and a cinnamon stick. So in a saucepan, we're going to put all of the ingredients, 120 grams of sugar, and then 120 ml of water, the lemon peel, and the cinnamon stick. Then we get to bring this over to the stove top and cook it for about 5 minutes after it starts boiling. And we want it to thicken up a bit just until it gets to the pearl stage. And then we turn it off and wait for it to cool down before we mix in the yolks. Now we're gonna strain the egg yolks. And with the help of a strainer and a spoon, we're gonna get rid of the little film that holds the yolk together. Okay, do you want to do it? You know, we do this because we don't want any stringy bits on our custard. We want it smooth and silky. And the film that holds the yolk together doesn't allow us to get that consistency that we're looking for. And by doing that, we also remove the strong egg taste. Do you know why Portugal has many desserts and pastries that take egg yolks?
I have no idea.
No?
Probably nobody, or few, at least few.
Yeah, so it's because there's this tradition that dates back centuries that nuns and monks used egg whites to starch convent linens and also for wine clarification. And with all the yolks that were left unused, they got creative and started developing lots of different recipes that used the yolks, and that's how it started. And they have so many delicious recipes like pastel de nata and baba de camelo and pão de ló. So many. So this is what we don't want in our silky custard, right? We're gonna get this in here, and now the yolks are ready to be used. This is what we're looking for. We need it bubbling. And when we drop the syrup, the last drop is usually a little slower, like a little pearl. Now we remove the lemon peel and the cinnamon stick and wait for it to cool down completely, because if we add the yolks to it, it's gonna turn into scrambled eggs. We don't want that to ruin our custard, right? So now that the syrup has cooled down, we're gonna add the yolks in, and we gotta do it gently, little by little, just so it doesn't cook, right? So we're gonna start off by mixing it little by little. Mix, 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 mix. And then when it's all incorporated, we're gonna bring it to the stovetop again and cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes in gentle heat, because we don't want to overcook it. And well, we'll know when it's ready when it reaches that pudding-like consistency that's soft and smooth and silky, and then we'll know it's ready. Let's move on to the stovetop. Okay, so now we're gonna keep whisking it until it's done. Okay, whisk, 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 no stopping. Okay, so we're almost there, right? You see it's thickened up a bit. And now we cook it just a little longer until we reach that smoothie, silky texture. We don't want to overcook it because it needs to be a little runny, right? It's called ovos moles, doce de ovos, ovos moles, and it translates to soft eggs. So this is what we want. We want the bottom of the pan to show a little bit, but for it to still be smooth and soft, right? So this is it. We got to the right stage, right? And now this goes in the fridge for about, let's say, an hour. It needs to be completely cooled down before we use it, because if we use it hot like this, it could melt the cream layer. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next step, the natas, the cream layer. This layer is all about fluff. And for that, we're gonna whip the eggs, the egg whites, with the sugar.
Here we have 9 egg whites. And 120 grams of sugar. But it's not now.
We wait for it, right? First, we need to get soft peaks. We're gonna beat this on high until we get soft peaks, and then we're gonna start adding the sugar little by little. Okay, so now we're gonna beat 300 mLs of heavy cream over here with the sugar until we get soft peaks. We want a nice, fluffy cream mixture. Do you want to add in the sugar? How much sugar do you have there?
I have no idea how much.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
Of powdered sugar. Every bit in there. Okay.
Here we go.
Now do you want to turn it on? On high. Okay, so now we're getting to that stage where we need to add the sugar. We need to beat the egg whites until they get to this stiff point, right? And now we start adding the sugar little by little. Okay, so now that we've gotten to the stiff point, like this, we're gonna transfer it to the bowl and move on to the next step, which is whipping the cream. Okay, so now that we've gotten to the soft peaks that we want, we're gonna fold the two together, right? We're gonna incorporate the egg whites into the heavy cream little by little, because we don't wanna get rid of the fluffy consistency, right? So we do it like this, and you gotta make sure that you don't break all of the air that we built into the meringue, because we want this to be like a little cloud, soft pillow of cream. Then we add a bit more. I like to do it in 2 or 3 times just so I don't break a lot of the air. And there you have it. Now the cream layer is ready and we're ready to make it pretty. Okay, so now we're ready to assemble our natas do céu. Well, you can either use a big bowl like this, a trifle bowl, or make individual portions. I'm gonna make one of each so we get 2 different looks at it. Also, I wanted to point out that I made 2 portions of the doce de ovos, the ovos moles, because it's my favorite part and I really like it, so I want a lot of it. We're gonna start off by using the crushed Maria biscuits. I just crushed them a little while ago, and we're gonna put some at the base of our trifle dish just to cover it, not a ton of it, like so. And the natas, we're gonna split them in 2, so half is gonna go on the first portion of the trifle, and then we use the second one. Okay. Now we add a little more biscuit on top. This gives it a little interesting texture compared to the fluffy cream. Now, the last layer of natas.
It's smelling delicious.
Smells good. And then to top it all off, we're gonna use the ovos moles. And I like to put it like this little by little. Beautiful, right? Okay. I'm gonna make a small one just so we see how cute it is on a tiny little bowl. Whoops. And there you have it, Natas do Céu. This is our beautiful dessert, Portuguese dessert.
What do you like to drink with it?
Well, I personally like to have it with an espresso. I think it goes really well. What do you say, Tom? Do you want to give it a try?
Yeah, why, Tondo? Why don't you come and just
Come
give
over
it a
here.
try?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give you some espresso.
Be my pleasure.
Also, we have espresso here for you.
Great.
Well, there
Okay,
you
let me
have
try.
it.
Let me try.
Make sure to grab the biscuits at the bottom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Fluffy and airy.
Follow up with the espresso.
Yeah. Just how we like it.
No, it's great. The sweet with the coffee is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Well, I hope you guys love it and make it at home.
Good. Happy World Egg Day from Highline International.
Happy World Egg Day.
Well, egg day.